Hi, Chodesh Tov and Shabbat Shalom Be'ezrat Hashem. Today we're going to begin Masechet Avot. Last week was more of a general introduction. Today I actually want to start with the first Mishnah. Moshe Kibel Torah Misinai. Moshe receives the Torah in Sinai and opens a chain of transmission at our end of the Mishnah, reaches Anshei Knesset Agdola, people of the Great Assembly. Who were these people of the Great Assembly? So Anshei Knesset Agdola, to a large extent, are those who created halacha as we have it today. It's not that you didn't have halacha until then. You had the mitzvot that Moshe received in Mount Sinai, but those were bare bones. And Anshei Knesset Agdola put flesh on the bones, created the whole halachic system as we have it today. What did they do? How did they do it? So, with three principles that we read in our Mishnah. Hem amru shlosha dvarim. Hevu metunim badim, be prudent when passing judgment. Ha'amidu talmidim arbe, establish many students. And asu siag laTorah, legislate comprehensively. What does that mean? So, for instance, you want to prevent murder, do not simply outlaw murder, but also legislate that you are not allowed to, for instance, carry a concealed weapon in a public place. By that, decreasing the chances for murder. That's an example of what la'asot siag laTorah will mean. Now, who are they talking to, these people of the Great Assembly? They're talking to themselves, right? Be prudent when passing judgment. They're talking to judges. They're talking to teachers. Ha'amidu talmidim arbe. They're talking to legislators, right? Legislate comprehensively. So just a minute. I might say at this point, I'm not a judge. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a legislator. This book is for leaders. I'm not necessarily a leader. Close the book. Masechet Avot is not for me. I think not. On the one hand, yes, they're talking to leaders. On the other hand, they're opening the possibility and therefore the responsibility for leadership to everyone. By what? By saying ha'amidu talmidim arbe, they're creating a democratic system. Anyone could be a student, and therefore everyone should be students of this great tradition. We're opening the door for everyone. Ha'amidu talmidim arbe. This is a revolution, and this is a revolution that started their days, but continued throughout history, and in our generation, we witness another step, another great step in that same revolution by opening the study of Torah to women as well. Today, literally everyone could be students, can be teachers of the great tradition of the Torah. Ha'amidu talmidim arbe. So on the one hand, they say, yes, we're talking to leaders. On the other hand, it is your responsibility to be those leaders that we are talking to. So everyone could and therefore should be part of this great tradition that started with Moshe Sinai, went through the people of the Great Assembly, and who said these great three things, the principles: prudency, democracy, and comprehensiveness of their tradition. They will bring it to where it should be, Be'ezrat Hashem. So this is a point to think about, and when you learn the Mishnah on your own, with your family, with friends, and Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll meet again next week with the next Mishnah. Shabbat Shalom.